Maggie, come. Come here. Good girl. So I'm going to be starting Leave It with Maggie right now. What this looks like is, first of all, leave it means don't touch it, don't even look at it. Your attention is completely off of that thing after I ask you to leave it. Clearly, she's going to have a problem with this. Okay, so that's why we're training her. It's going to take a lot of impulse control by Maggie in order to understand this leave it command. So what I'm going to do, first of all, rule number 1, whatever you ask your dog to leave, do not give them. So if I'm training her with this big cookie and asking her to leave this big cookie, and she does, I'm not going to use it as her reward as well. Okay? That's going to confuse her. She's going to say, wait, you just told me to leave that alone, but now you're giving it to me? That doesn't make any sense. So when we train leave it, we need a reward treat and a big cookie, okay, to use for the things she's supposed to be leaving. And it's okay to use treat and treat because these treats look very different and she's going to be able to differentiate them. Come here, Maggie. Ready? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hold my hand out, open up with this cookie. I'm going to give her the command to leave it. If she doesn't, I'm not going to pull my arm away. This is going to entice jumping in a game of get it if you can. Okay? So all I'm going to do is simply close my hand around it. So, No, Maggie. Maggie, no. No. So I'm just going to close my hand over it. The second she looks away from this treat, I'm going to click and give her her reward treat. Okay, Maggie, are you ready for this? Yeah, are you ready? Leave it. Good girl. Leave it. So she's doing everything she can to get this cookie out of my fist. She's mouthing it, she's teething my hand, she's pawing at it, she's licking it, she's doing everything she possibly can to try to get this cookie out of my enclosed fist. I'm going to let her do it because I'm not going to repeat my command. I'm just going to wait her out. Eventually, she's going to realize, hey, I'm not getting this cookie out of her hand. Good girl. Ready? Leave it. Good girl. Maggie, leave it. So she started looking at my other hand that gave her the reward treats. I'm not going to accept that any longer. She needs to completely look away from my hands in order to get this treat. Good girl. Maggie, leave it. Good girl. Maggie, leave it. Good girl, Maggie. Good girl. Here, come over here so they can see you. Come over here so they can see you. Yes, yes, yes. You ready? Come over here. Good girl. Maggie, leave it. Good girl. Maggie, leave it. Ah. Ah. Good girl. Come here. Leave it. Good girl. So I don't care what she gets distracted by. She looked away, and that's exactly what I want, so I'm going to click and reward that.